What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is January the 17th. Happy Friday, everyone. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, you guys know what to do by now. Hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So a couple of data points. So they did have permits and starts just coming out, both better than anticipated. So the market's very positively reacting to that. So futures right now is up Dow 0.6. S&P 0.77 and NASDAQ is 1.27 because in general, housing has been one major concern in the States. So this data is very good in my opinion. This is still broken, fear and greed index. So don't really pay attention to that. Hopefully they fix the algorithm soon. But aside from that, SoFi is up. No news, no SEC filings as of today. They did put out news yesterday, which was fairly good, but nothing today. It is piggybacking off the market, up 0.86, like I said. Shorts right now, 11.67% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 124.48 million shares. So I do anticipate shorts to continue to return up until their earnings. So that's in a week and a bit. And so, yeah, I see that as fairly good. They're doing the logical thing. But unfortunately, it did cause them roughly $2 billion in losses to kind of take that lesson. So whatever, some lessons are more costly than others. But right now with that 1647 trading between this R1 and the pivot, 1572 is going to be the strong support. I don't see that being touched today. 1672 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. And similarly, I feel like it might push towards it, but not actually break above it. But I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong and everything else like that. Of course, with today being Friday, I will give you a quick overview of this. So this is all the open interest. So this week has been a very interesting week, very popular for options. It's a monthly chain. And so with it where it is at 16 and change, watch for 1650. There's 10,000 in open interest. There is also 33,000 at 16 and 22,000 at 17. So shorts have been returning a lot, but I feel like right now they might actually, if it does get close to the 17, they might start to wake up a little bit. But moving on, ticker RGTI is pulling back. No news, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines. As I mentioned in my last pre-market, I felt that it was going to kind of peak at between 1150 and 1230, and so lo and behold, that's kind of what it did happen yesterday. So 1174. This was all posted as well on my Patreon, link in the description below and also the comments. Right when it was at that $11 range, I called that it was going to go down to roughly 7, and then from there move up to the 1150, and that is exactly what did happen. It went down a little bit more than what I anticipated. I think it went down to 6, but beside the point, 18.14 is that free float. They have awoken. So I actually brought this up 2 days ago, how shorts have been kind of maintaining their position. It does look like they have been really starting to increase quite a lot, so something just to keep in mind. 45.62 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization is 87.59. Moving on from here, with a 1061 trading between this pivot and this S1, so 1003 is going to be the next strong support. Potentially could be touched, but I think it's more likely that it's going to gravitate towards this pivot of 1073, and given the momentum, might stay above that and trade there. I don't see 1143 being touched whatsoever, at least today, so let me know your viewpoint on that. Intel is up quite a lot, up 6.86%. No news, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines. So big money seems to have awoken. There was some updates associated to, I guess, the whole China and also US semi kind of situation that's happening. So I think Intel is moving up because of that news that came out after hours yesterday. But nonetheless, I think it was way too discounted and way overdue for a nice run. So again, I think that's why it's moving higher. Again, this is actually one thing that I did post 2 days ago, saying that this is a screaming buying opportunity when it was at $19. So yeah, it's honestly just need to take advantage of value. Don't get drawn in by the hype or anything. It's not heavily shorted, so 2.79% of the free float's being shorted, so I wouldn't really worry about that. $21.31 it is trading between these points right here, the pivot and this S1. 18.96 is going to be the strong support, don't see that being touched. 21.48 is going to be the next strong target / resistance, and I do see, given the momentum, for it to kind of touch that. Moving on, ticker NUKK, if I said that right. They put out news after hours yesterday saying that they hit all the parameters for to resolve the delisting. So I wouldn't really see that being a good justified reason to move higher, but given, I guess, the lack of momentum, it's kind of resurging a little bit. So I'd be a little bit cautious as well. It doesn't show any short interest right now, so that does usually mean that the company is diluting quite a lot behind the scenes, and Ortex is just updating their system. So again, even more of a reason to potentially just be cautious. Right now with that 32.72 trading between this pivot and this S1, 38.78 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. I don't see that being touched, but hopefully I could be wrong. And then next strong support, since it's gone up so fast, is 9.37. So I don't see that being touched either. Ticker ISPC. So they are up right now, and a lot of volume, up 8.42 because of this. So they do secure the suppliers for COVID style HMPV outbreak. So as soon as I saw that, I really hope we don't go through another lockdown or something like that. But essentially, big money is getting in. So if we do somehow go down that path, same goes for Moderna. When it, like during COVID, that went up like a beast. So I think some people are starting to really look at this. I haven't really looked at HMPV to see kind of how deadly or whatever it is, but if you do feel that there is going to be another severe outbreak, potentially another lockdown, this stock will be most likely one to really add to your watch list. So 5.62% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 47,000 shares. So low floater right now with at $3.12. It is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 331 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. And then $2.53 is going to be the next strong support. I feel like the pivot is going to be touched today. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know your viewpoint. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Pop over to my Patreon, link in the description below and also the comments. Give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. So pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.